Shri Vrindavana Rupa Raghunatha Pade Ohi me akuti Kabe hamaru jao se Jugala piriti Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahumanasa Prarthana karo hai sada Narutamodasa Gauranga bolite hame Pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite Nayane babira Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Namo Mahamadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurvishe Namaha Pancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindho Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangham langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Deenatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I feel very happy and delighted to be with all of you today. And today we'll be discussing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta, Aadi Lila. Yeah, what is the last sloka we're discussing? Anyone knows? Just 1 minute. Anybody? 4137. Okay. Adi Lila. 4th chapter is still going on. So, what was the theme going on over here? So, Krishna, he came as a Rasika Shekhar, one who purely enjoys the different rasas without any kind of interruption, in full capacity. That is Krishna. But despite Krishna coming as Rasika Shekhar, still he had 3 unfulfilled desires. 3 desires which even Krishna could not fulfill. Correct? And so that first desire is something which we discussed. Anyone knows what is that first desire of Krishna which he could not get fulfilled, and we discussed that? Krishna was considering, oh, this desire could not get fulfilled. Anyone remembers what is that? I know it was a week and a half ago.
Magnitude, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, magnitude of Ma Radharani's love.
Exactly. Very good, Harsh Prabhu. Yes. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima. I want to understand. Mahima means the extent or the magnitude or the greatness of Shri Radhaya Pranaya, the love of Srimati Radharani. Yes. So this was his desire. And that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, that was one of the reasons why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Krishna had to become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because I have to become the Ashraya. Yes, I have to take the shelter. So far, I am the Vishya. Krishna is Vishya, Radharani is Ashraya. She's taking, of course, Krishna is Ashraya Tattva, but Radharani is taking shelter of Krishna, so she's the Ashraya. And Krishna is the Vishya, he's the subject matter. So as long and until I remain the Vishya, yes, I will taste bliss. But the Ashraya will taste crores more times. Crores and millions of times more than the Vishaya. Yes, so I have to become the Ashraya. Only then I can taste this love. So now the next reason, the second reason that we're going is something that we're going to discuss today. Yes, Madhiya Adbhuta Madhurima. So the last one was Pranaya Mahima. That means the greatness of Radharani's love. But now the second thing that Krishna wanted to taste is the sweetness. Take a love hai. This love is there. But how is this so sweet? Just where is that sweetness? Where is that wonder? Where is that beauty? Yes, sweetness in beauty. Beauty in sweetness. So, so in this world, people love to see their own beauty. Happens. Correct? People love to see their own beauty by watching in front of the mirror. Correct? Mirror ke samne, people go and they keep staring at their own beauty. Correct? So now here in this case, Krishna is unable to taste his beauty the way Radharani is tasting. Of course, Krishna also did taste his beauty. Once Krishna was a small boy. Yes, as a small boy, what had happened was he was stealing butter. He was stealing butter and he was moving. And as he was moving there, he suddenly saw that a pillar. And it was a shining pillar. So he went there in front of pillar and got stunned. Ah, who is this person? Who is this most beautiful boy? Is it Balram? He says, Balram, is it you? No, he's more beautiful than Balram also. But then he says, take care, whoever you are, oh beautiful boy, I'm stealing butter. Maiya ko mat batana. Don't tell my mother. Okay? If you want, I'll give you some. Please take little butter and keep your mouth shut. And then Yashoda Maiya is watching all this. What is Krishna doing? Krishna got stunned with his own beauty. And after that, he starts talking to him as though he's another beautiful boy. And then Yashoda Maiya comes, Kana, what are you doing? He says, Maiya, ye natkat, this naughty fellow was stealing butter and running away. This fellow, naughty fellow was running away. I'm just stopping him, taking makhan to put it back. Okay? That's what I'm doing, nothing else. So Krishna has been stunned by his beauty many times like this. And in fact, there is a pastime of Krishna and Radharani also there, where Radharani is doing her makeup. Yes, Radharani's makeup is not like this makeup of this world, people going to beauty parlor and applying all chemicals. No. Radharani's beauty is natural. Her makeup means she's getting dressed with all varieties of natural flowers. So there are many gopis who are dressing Srimati Radharani, decorating her with jewels and ornaments and flowers. And that time suddenly there's a silence. And Radharani is wondering, Kya ho gaya? What happened? Continue. I have to look very beautiful for Krishna, for giving Krishna more pleasure. Continue. So then suddenly she observes why there is some silence and there's some giggling also going on. So she looks back and she sees who is there, who is dressing her. It is actually Krishna who is dressing her. And there's a mirror in the front. So Radharani ensures that this mirror's position is intact. And she is thinking that Krishna, through the mirror, should only be able to see my face. Yes, behind he is able to see my back. And in the front, he is able to see my face only. Galti se bhi, she's thinking, galti se bhi, by mistake also. By mistake also, Krishna should not see his own face. Yeah. Because if Krishna sees his own face, he will get attracted by his own beauty. Yes. And then he will not look at me. That's what is Radharani's fear. He's so beautiful. Of course, Radharani is more beautiful than Krishna and Vrindavan, but still, Krishna's beauty is Krishna's beauty. So she should not. Krishna, don't look at yourself. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you will leave me. You will forget me. You will go behind. You will go behind that person. And Radharani says, thank God. Now, of course, in Vrindavan, everyone talks very normally, like normal human beings. It is not a Lila where everyone knows, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Narayan is an incarnation of Krishna. Radharani is Sakshat Mahalakshmi. No. They are all very simple souls. Yes, very simple. So there, what happens is Radharani is talking like a normal lover, a regular lover. She says, Acha ho gaya. Thank God, Krishna, you are not a girl, you're a boy. Because Krishna, if you were a girl, fighting for you, many heads would have got cut. बहुत सारे सिर कट जाते तेरे लड़ाई to attain you. तुम्हें प्राप्त करते करते बहुत सारे सिर कट जाते. All heads would have got cut trying to attain you, Krishna. Like that. So this is Krishna's Madhurima. But Krishna is still not satisfied by tasting his own Madhurima. My sweetness, my beauty, I am not able to taste. ये लोग सब taste कर रहे हैं. Another thing we find in Markandeya Rishi's Lila also, where Krishna is trying to taste. The Vatapatra Shahi Krishna, that boy, the boy who's lying on the Vatapatra. What is it? Kararavinde Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. So there's this small boy Krishna, the baby Krishna. You normally babies suck their thumb, either right hand or left hand. Yes, some parents take the left out and put right karo. What is left is not good. Left nikal ke right did. Now do that. But what is Krishna doing? He's sucking the thumb of the left leg. Yes, left leg ka thumb bhi sing ulta. He's sucking and he's trying to find out why is Krishna doing that? Acharyas give beautiful commentary. Acharyas are giving commentary. Krishna is really wanting to know. अरे ऐसा क्या है मेरे lotus feet में? What is there in my lotus feet? Some devotees say nectar, some say saffron dust particle. Many answers people give. Great souls and great saints are willing to give up everything. They give up everything. They give up dhanam, janam, sundarim, everything, and they're just after my lotus feet. अरे ऐसा क्या है मेरे lotus feet में? I don't know what is there. So Krishna is attempting to taste. But he is not satisfied even with such attempts. Right? So we will now take the Chaitanya Charitamrta, Aadi Lila, 4th chapter, text number 138. So here Krishna is going to express this particular desire. So that's why Chaitanya Charitamrta is mind of Krishna. This is the mind of Krishna because Krishna is going to express and reveal his mind out. Yes, that is why it is the mind of Krishna. So let us see Krishna analyzing his own beauty and sweetness. See this. अद्भुत अनंत पूर्ण मोरा मधुरिमा त्रिजगते इहार के नाई पाया सीमा. Hari Hari. So Krishna, Mora Madhurima, that means his own sweetness he's trying to analyze. How many of you love sweets? जो हाथ नहीं खड़ा कर रहे उनको दूंगा नहीं है. I'll never give them. I see you also. Yes, we are all sweet lovers. Correct. Which, please type your favorite sweets in the chat box. इसको भी गूगल कर रहे हैं आप लोग. ओके, गुलाब जामुन, काजू कतली, रसगुल्ला, गुलाब जामुन, गाजर हलवा. ओके ओके, गुलाब जामुन. नाउ एक द्वादशी ना, पारण. So Dwadashi Paran we are going to do with these sweets for all of you. So please imagine this sweet in front of you. Yes. And please accept it. Today is not Ekadashi. We can have such examples. So take it, khalo, eat. Eat and release the sweetness. Now let me tell you, you're eating it? Relishing it? Okay. So now what I want to say is that you're eating that sweet. You're eating that sweet because it's sweet. Yes or no? Yeah, and you're relishing it. What if the sugar quantity is little less? How will you feel? Arey, shakkar thoda kam ho gaya. You will not get that kick of that sweetness. Agreed? Now, see the other side. Even if the sugar is more, will you like it? Still you will not like. What you will say? अरे ज्यादा मीठा हो गया. अरे ज्यादा ही मीठा हो गया. And somehow, okay, that is about the proportion of sugar. If it is too much, there's too much of sugar also. No, ये तो बहुत ज्यादा मीठा हो गया. अरे कितना मीठा हो गया? ज्यादा मीठा हो गया. So ज्यादा मीठा is not a very favorable experience in this material world. Yes or no? Yes. Another aspect of jadam. Now, let me just tell you, the sweet is exactly in proportion. बिल्कुल सही है. Laddu ho, jalebi ho, son papdi ho, correct proportion. But again, how much can you eat? How much sweet can you eat? After some sweet, you will say, bas, अरे कुछ तीखा खिला दो, अभी कुछ, we need something तीखा. Too much of sweet हो गया. Yes, even that is also limited. So we understand that our definition to taste sweet in material sense is a proper proportion of sugar and sweetness. If sweetness is more, we don't relish it. Again, we love sweets, but in a moderate quantity. अगर हर मील के साथ एक दो, चलो मैक्सिमम 4 गुलाब जामुन हो, ठीक है. 5वां 6वां 7वां, सॉरी, वी डोंट वांट इट. नहीं, बस कोई और ले लो प्लीज. एनीवन एल्स वांट्स, विल गिव इट. इट बिकम्स टू मच. बस हो गया. करेक्ट, बस हो गया. You may get a sweet which is non-perishable. Yes, which doesn't perish off. You may get it in big dabba. You may say, रोज एक एक करके खाऊंगा. Yes, I'll eat. But even after that, even after some time, you feel, okay, now let me distribute. And devotees are wondering, wow, such a magnanimous soul. कितना caring devotee है. सबको भी देखे खाता, अकेला अकेला नहीं खाता. अरे what caring? ये अपना कैपेसिटी खत्म हो गया. I'm bored now. Please take. That's our mood, right? But the sweetness of the Adhyatmic Jagat is different. That is why it's called Adbhuta. It is beyond the laws of this world. Adbhut means wonderful. It is sweetness. That sweet you can keep tasting. And kitna jada sweet, the sweeter it is, the better is the experience. There's no upper threshold for the sweetness. That's why it's called Adbhut. It's different. And the second nature is you cannot find any device. Yes, there is no device which is invented to test or to find out the proportion of Krishna's sweetness. There is a device which is called TDS meter. TDS means total dissolved salt. Normally they find it out in water to decide whether the water is hard water or soft water. There was a devotee who had come from South India. And South India is known for a place of hard water. So he came to Pune, and we had hosted him at Pune at BYC. So he came and he was like, Prabhuji, Prabhuji. I said, what happened? Prabhuji, here even tap water you can drink. So sweet, Pune's water. I said, yeah, this Pune. You have soft water. And really, Pune's water is really good. Tap ka pani pee sakte hain. You can drink. It's that good. Yes, even tap water. You don't need special any aquaguard Bisleri. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मत रखो. हम रखते हैं. But the point is, it's very sweet water. So TDS is less. TDS is more, it's hard water. So we cannot, there's no meter to find out total dissolved sweetness. TDS of Krishna. Kitna hai TDS meter? There is nothing like that. But even if somebody measures the sweetness, there is no end. So Krishna is unlimitedly sweet. And this, who is telling? Krishna only is telling. Krishna himself is telling, Are koi measure mat karo. Please don't measure the sweetness. It's unlimited. Let me tell you, it's unlimited. Correct? And Purna, please understand, Krishna is full. It's not that thoda aur sweet ban sakta tha. Krishna, you can be a little more sweet. Thoda aur kar sakte the. There's some scope for improvement. No, there is absolutely no scope. Krishna is Purna. He's full. But still, Tri Jagate Ihara Keha Nai Payasima. Please understand the three worlds, three Jagata. They will never be able to find out the limit of Krishna's love. That is not possible for us to understand. So Krishna is telling, my love is wonderful, my love is complete, my love is full, nobody can understand it. Theek hai. So this is Krishna's analysis of his love. But who is the one who can taste this love? Let's find out. Who can taste it properly? Ei prema dware nitya radhika ek kali amar madhuryamrita aswade sakali यद्यपि निर्मल राधा रस प्रेम दर्पण तथापि स्वच्छता तारा बाड़े क्षणे क्षण. Hare Krishna. So what is Krishna telling here? Krishna is telling something which is very amazing. He's telling that my love is unlimited. Nobody can find out. कोई भी जान नहीं पाएगा. But there is yet one person. One person. यही प्रेम द्वारे नित्य. Through love only you can taste love. Krishna is telling secret. How to see the love of Krishna? Oh, if you want to see the love of Krishna, you need to have love of Krishna. Without having love of Krishna, you cannot taste the love of Krishna. So Radharani, through her love, Ei Prema Dware Nitya, Radhika Ekali, only and only Radharani. Amara Madhurima Sakali, she can taste my full sweetness. She is the only one. वो अकेली एक ऐसी है who can taste my full sweetness. She's the only one. Nobody else. And what is something which is very amazing for Krishna is Yadyapi Nirmala Radhara Sat Prema Darpana. Her Radharani's love is compared to a mirror. So mirror is very chakachak clean. She's compared to a clean mirror. Clean mirror. Another example of mirror is shown because mirror shows you yourself. Now, before going out, especially you want to meet someone important, what will devotees do? Even devotees will look at mirror. Oh, is tilak proper? There is nothing, na. Sometimes some gopi chandan is put here. Kuch nahi hai na. Abhi bhi prasad liya, idhar kuch nahi hai na. Is my teeth clean? Is my mouth clean? Yes, we see that. We ensure, am I looking fresh or am I looking dull? Ekdam. How am I looking? So we want to see ourselves in the mirror. So Radharani is as pure and as clean as a mirror. Yes, she reflects as it is my love. And it's purity, but tatapi swachhata tare bade kshane kshane. Her purity of love is increasing moment after moment. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. In childhood, especially in school days, etc., we were all very much interested to get more marks. Yes, so we all used to go and we used to get a certain score. Paper पे मिलता था. And then उसके बाद friends all used to discuss, तेरा कितना आया? अरे मेरा 92 आ गया. अरे वाह बढ़िया है. तेरा कितना है? मेरा 80 आया. अरे वाह. तुम्हारा कितना है? मेरा 75 आया. और तुम्हारा मेरा 100 आ गया. अरे तेरा 100. And people are like, चलो 1 minute, मैं बढ़ा के आता हूँ थोड़ा. Yes, the people go say, we'll find some way by which we will go and increase thoda number बढ़ा के आते हैं. थोड़ा number बढ़ा के आते हैं. Now, who all will go for number bada fine? Yeah, the 90, the 75 वाला will definitely go. He has a complex. उसके friends को ज्यादा मिल गया, अरे थोड़ा बहुत ज्यादा close. 80 वाला सोचेगा 90 के थोड़ा पास पहुंच जाओ. And 90 वाला may or may not go. But will the 100 fellow go to increase his number? थोड़ा बढ़ाते हैं जाके. Will that fellow go? नहीं, उसको तो full मिला. He will be the coolest person sitting there. Others all will be totaling up. अरे total करके देखो सही आ रहा है कि नहीं. Yes, because that time for a student at that particular point of time, that is the whole and soul. वही सब. अभी हम लोग हंस रहे हैं, अरे आर्टिस्ट गॉन आर दोस डेज, एक नंबर आधा नंबर के लिए जाके लड़ते थे हम लोग, राइट. 0.5 मार्क्स बढ़ा दीजिए मैम प्लीज, 0.5 बढ़ा दीजिए, क्वार्टर मार्क दे दीजिए. Like that people used to go and cry. But we need to understand that that time for a student it matters a lot. Correct? How many of you agree? वही सब कुछ है. Correct. You all have gone through. We all went to the same phase, right? So everybody else is calculating the total. Total sahi hai kya? Yes. I get these things in college. Okay, he's a prof. Professor Shekhar. College में भी होता है. He's a professor of power electronics. Right? So people come. But will the 100 out of 100 wala even budge from his seat? He'll just be waiting there. वो total करेगा क्या? बिल्कुल नहीं. He will not want to total and say अरे गलत है. अरे 98 total आ रहा है. हमको 100 मिल गया. चलो चुप बैठते हैं. No, he will be cool. He'll put his paper inside bag and sit coolly. He'll be watching at others fun. एक टेंशन में है, देख रहा है, दूसरा रो रहा है. He's having the fun. तीसरा लड़ाई कर रहा है. चौथा वाला मैडम के पैर पड़ रहा है, मैडम दे दो प्लीज. And he's watching, he's sitting and watching all the fun. वो तो टॉपर है. He's got full marks. There is no more scope for improvement. So similarly, although Radharani, but here what is so amazing for Krishna is Radharani is fulfilled. But still, here is 100 out of 100 who is going and increasing number. And even teacher will wonder sometimes. Krishna is a teacher, right? अरे और क्या बढ़ सकता है भाई, तेरे तो full mark है, 100 है. But there is scope for increasing even beyond 100. That is what is Krishna consciousness. Everything starts with 100. And spiritual life, advance in spiritual life is going beyond that 100. Ji haan. So this is the amazing process of bhakti. It is going beyond 100. It was Prabhupada who quoted in different lectures that Yudhishthir Maharaj is the best devotee, Prahlad Maharaj is best devotee, Narad Muni is best devotee. तीन अलग-अलग lecture में तीन best devotee. And there was one devotee sitting in all these lectures. He got totally bewildered. Prabhupada, यार अलग-अलग lecture में आपने अलग-अलग pure devotees, best devotee बोल दिया. अरे who is the best devotee? Prabhupada said all of them. And इस material world में एक ही best हो सकता है. There can only be one person who is best. How you can say all these are best? Because Prabhupada said in spiritual world everything starts with best. जी हाँ, उधर सब 100 से start होता है. And you can go beyond 100. And that is why the nature of pleasures in spiritual world is Anandam Bhudi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. Like that. So in our ashram, there's a wonderful devotee, His Grace Vrajdham Prabhu. So that particular point of time, he was the one who was coordinating the DT services. So I had gone for my Bal Bhog Seva. I had made Rasgulla, Rasmalai, and our Sandesh, Anjeer flavor ka Sanjesh banaya tha. I had made for Kunj Bihari. I think ये almost अभी नहीं जा पाता. I'm not able to go now because of many classes and preaching engagement increased. Classes बढ़ जाते हैं तो ऐसे सब wonderful सेवा छूट जाती है. I used to cook every week for the Lord, and once a week I used to make Bal Bhog sweets. अभी गया वो time. I'm trying to somehow squeeze in time and get this service back. So we made Bal Bhog. So I had made this particular seva, and Razam Prabhu took it, and he was very happy with the seva standards. So what he did was, next time he saw me, he gave me a packet of gulab jamun, and I had taken it, and he told he made it, and I was like, amazing. He's one of the best sweet makers we know, especially for gulab jamun. So I went to him, Prabhuji, The taste of gulab jamun that you gave me 2 weeks back is still there on my tongue. He told me one amazing point. He's the one who schedules Bhagavatam also. Now he's Bhagavatam schedule. He schedules Bhagavatam. Previously, he used to schedule me for cooking. Now he schedules me for Bhagavatam. So he said that Prabhu, in spiritual world, the moment the gulab jamun's taste touches your tongue, the taste will not remain. It will increase. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. It was a beautiful point to reflect on. And I was like, yeah, correct. जो X taste मिलता है, it will exponentially keep increasing. That means after 2 weeks, the same here gulab jamun जब तक टच में है बस. मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौनते है. It goes off, it's gone. But there in spiritual world, you taste gulab jamun, जब से taste किया तब से pleasure बढ़ रहा है, it keeps increasing. That means spiritual world is all ananda ambudhi vardhanam. Is constant increasing in the ananda or pleasures. That is Adhyatmic Jagat or spiritual world. So Radharani's love is also Tara Badhe Shane Shane. At every moment, Radharani's purity of love is increasing constantly. Yes. So now what is Krishna thinking? Now Krishna is thinking something. You see this. Amar madhurya nahi badite avakashe. ए दर्पणार आगे नव नव रूप भाषे. See, Krishna is telling my love is my sweetness is not increasing, but Radharani's happiness and bliss of tasting my sweetness is increasing. अरे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? How is this possible? मैं वही हूँ कृष्ण. Krishna, if you read Vishnu Sahasranam, how many of you read Vishnu Sahasranam? Some people, some very, very neophyte devotees, they say, Vishnu Sahasranam. What is this? Hum Krishna Sahasranam pade. No, if you see all names of the Vishnu Sahasranam are actually Krishna's names. Iti tam prakirtasya keshavasya mahatmanah. So it is actually Keshava. Who is Keshav? Keshav is one who is served by Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So Keshav cannot be Vishnu. Keshav is Krishna. So these are all 1,000 wonderful names of what? Of Krishna only. And one of the names of Krishna is Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Aneka Rupa Rupaya Vishnave Sarva Jishnave Om Sarva Vishnu Om Prabha Vishnave. Like that, very beautiful Vishnu Sahasranam. So one of the names is Avikaraya. This is one of the names of Krishna. Avikaraya means one who is constant, he never changes. He is called as Avikaraya. Yes, Avikar. So Krishna is saying, yes, I am Avikaraya. Shuddhaya, Nityaya. Yes, I don't change at all. So there is no room for expansion for me. My love is constant. But how is it that Radharani is experiencing newer and newer meadows? Unka kaise experience itna naya hai? What is the secret behind that? Do you understand? Correct. In this world, you taste something. It's not that it's now people go to get the same taste. Now, some of our youth, they like pizza very much, and there are different varieties of pizza available in our ISKCON. Some of you do not know. I will educate you. Don't worry. There is Spanico pizza. There is Vrindavan cottage pizza. There is paneer, chili paneer pizza. These are all बच्चों के. अब बड़ों के आएंगे. So there is something called Goloka Express, Harinam Chintamani, Ananta Shezwan. These are all the different names given. Yes, Krishna conscious names. And these are all tasted, very, very tasty items which devotees love to take. So why devotees go to eat? Because they want that taste. Abhi, you taste some paneer, chili paneer, and it's having a particular taste. And that is why you go to get that taste. But here you find, in case of love, Krishna is the same person, but Radharani's experience of the taste is increasing. Wo kaise? Of course, sometimes you may say, "Arey, is baar wala jo hai na, पिछले बार से ज़्यादा अच्छा था." But that you cannot keep saying. इस बार का और अच्छा था. There is one limit after which we become. And those recipes which are all made, the spreads, the bread, the spread, the toppings, the oregano, jalapeno, the all these things which are there, वो सब recipe best बना के छोड़ दिया है, and it's a standard recipe which they follow. There is no change, same taste. इसलिए तो वो restaurant standards होता है. People go for that experience, but here it's increasing. That's what is confusing to Krishna. Even Krishna is not knowing the answer. See, God who is Sarvagnya is not knowing answer for this. So even Sarvagnya becomes completely bewildered when it comes to the subject matter of Radharani's love. Next. मन माधुर्य राधार प्रेम दोहे होड़ करी शरणे शरणे बाड़े दोहे के नाही हरि. Yes. So then Krishna, mana madhurya, now understand. So what happens? Totally missing Jagannath's pizzas. Please come. You're welcome anytime. We would serve you. Yesterday also I had gone to a house program in Forest County. Now, just to inform the devotee who was there before, that Forest County, we are having roaring programs. Yesterday we had a beautiful Kirtan night, Ekadashi Kirtan night, 8 to 9. It was a house full program and regular Gita classes happening. Yes, it all started at Rani Mataji's place. That's how we came to Forest County. Now other devotees are taken up. Hare Krishna. There's a beautiful program going on. So now Radharani and Krishna, both of them. So now Krishna decides, chalo thoda competition karte hain. Mana madhurya radhara prema doe hoda kari. Yes. So if she is increasing her experience, I will also increase my sweetness. Badata. Now Krishna is telling I am full. That's what is spiritual life. Full hone ke baad bhi aur bad sakta hai. Even after full, it can increase. That is Krishna consciousness. That is love. We saw this example last time also. Like you are serving prasad to one devotee. And you're the Prabhuji full ho gaya, Prabhuji. Prabhuji full. But still out of love, some devotee goes, Prabhuji, ek aur gulab jamun, ek aur. Full, वैसे तो full हो गया मैं, लेकिन क्योंकि आप बता रहे हैं, ठीक है, एक दे दो. We are able to take. Because you are telling I will take. Otherwise I am full. Actually I am full, but आपको कैसे दुखा सकते हैं? आपका दिल रखने के लिए एक और ले लेते हैं. So that's how. And that full never gets. So when there is love, fullness can go on. So Krishna says, Mana madhurya, my sweetness, Radharani's prema. I'm increasing sweetness, Radharani is increasing the prema. I'm increasing sweetness, Radharani is increasing prema. Like this competition is eternally going on in spiritual world. So we say that spiritual world is a place where there are three things which are absent. Number one, conditions. Look at our body. There's so many conditions. We fall sick. We perspire. Sweat comes out. Yes, we feel hungry. We feel thirsty. We get old. These are all what? Conditions. And then there is conditionings. Conditionings are behaviors, thought process, attitudes, mental patterns, ideologies, mannerisms. These are all different conditionings that a person may have, which that makes everyone different, and everyone has a certain conditionings. Correct? One particular conditionings. Like there was one devotee with me, and suddenly what happened? All of a sudden, we were in BYC temple hall, this big lizard came. Hey, the devotee got scared. And he hid behind me. And I said, मुझे डर नहीं लगता, but मुझे irritating लगता है. I'm not afraid of lizards, but I get irritated with lizards. पता नहीं क्यों. That's a conditioning we have. I'm not able to see that that's a living entity. I'm not yet on the Brahman platform where I can see soul in all the bodies. नहीं हूँ. I get little irritated when they come. अरे भगाओ इसको यहाँ से, जाओ इधर. Some people are least bothered. हाँ तो क्या रे, वो अपना देख रहे, तुम अपना देखो. अरे how can you be so cool? अरे चिपकली आ गया रूम में. How can you be so cool? So this is a conditioning. So spiritual world, there is no conditioning like this. So there's only one conditioning, which is love. Unconditioned love. There's no condition also. And the third thing that people have is cutthroat competition. Material world is having cutthroat competition. Cutthroat competition यानी कि आपको कोई नोच के खा जाएगा. अगर आप टिके रहोगे तो खा जाएगा. You have to keep progressing. Yes, you have to keep progressing ahead. ज़्यादा पैसा, increase business, increase your knowledge. एक जगह टिके रहोगे तो नोच के खा जाएंगे सब लोग आपको. You will be lost. You will be gone. You will be nowhere. Correct? But on the other hand, in spiritual world, my dear friends, we don't have any such kind of cutthroat competition. But even in such a spiritual world, there is a competition. There is a condition. Condition is you are having spiritual body. Conditioning is love. And competition is who will please whom more. Ashraya will please Vishaya or Vishaya will please Ashraya. Krishna is Vishaya, Radharani is Paramashraya. So who is going to please whom more? Like that, there's a competition. And this competition has no end. That's what. Keha nahi hari. Koi harta nahi. There is no win and lose. So that in one sense, there's a competition going on. Cut. Ever increasing. And there's no win-lose situation. That's what is going on. Next. Amar madhurya nitya nava navahaya swaswa preme anurupa bhakte aswadaya. Hari. So Krishna is telling that Amara Madhurya, my sweetness, Nitya Nava Navahaya. Yes, it is newer and newer. That's the nature of Krishna. Krishna's nature is, you will always experience Krishna newer and newer. Nava Rasa. So now many people think Bhagavad Gita, have you read Bhagavad Gita? हाँ, पढ़ लिया मैंने. Yes, पढ़ लिया already. आता है मेरे को. That means such a person has not read Bhagavad Gita. You will clearly understand. No? On the other hand, a person who has truly studied Bhagavad Gita will study again and again. And what is the experience of studying Gita again and again? The experiences, you will have newer and newer experience. There is one devotee who is writing his service is to write one article on one shlok of Bhagavad Gita. Abhi उससे कैसे का, if you try with that, every day writing one article on one shloka, फिर 700 श्लोक है कुल मिला के, तो 2 साल में सेवा खत्म, correct? But my God, he's been doing this service for the last 20 years. मतलब क्या? Nava. Krishna is Nava Rasa. Each time you access Krishna, right, you will get a different experience. So many people come and ask, आपका भागवतम पढ़ के हो गया भागवतम? कैसे किया? मैं तो पढ़ रहा हूं. अभी भी पढ़ रहे हो? नहीं, मैं पढ़ चुका. I've studied almost 8-10 times. I've studied. अरे 8-10 बार इतना, तभी समझ में नहीं आया क्या? अरे समझ में आ गया, लेकिन each time you read a section, you will have a deeper relish. That is the experience of a genuine reader of Bhagavatam. If you are genuine and you really want to serve Srimad Bhagavatam, your experience will be each time you will get something different. That is the nature of Krishna. Yes, Nava Hai, Madhurya, because Bhagavatam is what? Bhagavatam is a place where Krishna's sweetness is stored. Yeah, especially the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. That's the sweetness of Krishna. But you'll be able to appreciate the sweetness only if there is greatness. So greatness is also equally important. Greatness and sweetness, both. So each time, please don't think that greatness of Krishna is not sweet. No, that is also Madhuram. Krishna's everything is Madhuram. Adharam, Madhuram. Hasitam, Madhuram. Brahmitam, Madhuram. Shalana, Brahmanam, Ramanam. Suptam, Madhuram. Everything is Madhuram. Madhuradi Pate, Akhilam, Madhuram. He is Madhura Pate, the master of all sweetness, and he is Akhilam Madhuram. He is unlimitedly sweet. Correct? So this keeps Nava. It is newer and newer experience. It's a newer kind of sweet. It is that Radharani does a seva of cooking for Krishna, and she never repeats a single item. एक item भी repeat नहीं होता. So similarly, Krishna's sweetness also will have different experience every time of sweetness. Nava hai. Swaswa prema anurupa bhakti aswadaya. So to the degree you have love for Krishna, to that degree you can access Krishna's sweetness. Ye yatamam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. So now, what is Krishna? After now, Krishna has analyzed his sweetness so much. So Krishna also develops a desire. I also want to taste my sweetness. Can gulab jamun eat itself? Can a gulab jamun eat itself? Krishna is attempting to do that. Let us see if he can do it. Dekhte hain. For example, there is a speaker. There was a speaker who gives a very wonderful class. So many devotees after his class, Prabhuji, बहुत बढ़िया लेक्चर देते हैं आप. क्या देते हैं लेक्चर, क्या एग्जाम्पल, क्या हंसाते हैं, क्या रुलाते हैं, क्या भजन गाते हैं. Too good, प्रभुजी, वेरी गुड, एक्सलेंट. हाँ, आपका लेक्चर लगता है तो हमको ऐसा लगता है सुनते ही रहना चाहिए, सुनते ही रहना चाहिए. टाइम कैसे चला गया कुछ पता नहीं लगा. So like that people sit. So that devotee developed a desire that I want to sit one day in my live lecture, not Zoom or YouTube. I want to sit in my own lecture and hear. अरे इतना क्यों मेरे को तारीफ करते हैं लोग? Yes. So can he ever do that? Can he sit in his lecture and hear his own lecture live, not from YouTube or anything? Because YouTube का अलग है, Zoom का भी उतना नहीं आता. पर्सनल 1-to-1 में अलग ही मजा है. That's a different flavor altogether, right? So can that speaker do that? Can he sit in his own lecture and hear? No, but Krishna is going to try. Let's see if he can do it. Krishna is going to try to taste his own sweetness. दर्पणाद्ये देखी यदि अपना मधुरी, आस्वादिते हय लोभ आस्वादिते नारी. So Krishna says, if I ever see my sweetness in mirror, मैं उसकी कल्पना करता हूँ. I try to find out. I am tempted to taste it. My God, Krishna is called Dhira Lalitam. That's one of the names of Krishna. He's having full control over himself. Yes, he has full control over. That's also one of the names of Krishna. Dhira Lalitam. But Krishna is saying, I lose control. I really lose control when it comes to my own sweetness. I say, I feel like tasting the sweet. But Aswadite Nari, I'm not able to taste it. मेरे से नहीं हो पा रहा. नहीं हो पा रहा. I'm not able to do it. विचार करिए यदि आस्वाद उपाय, राधिका स्वरूप हते तबे मन धाय. See, विचार करिए, he's thinking. यदि आस्वाद उपाय, how can I taste? Is there any way out? Is there any way by which I can taste? He's thinking, क्या है उपाय? So here is saying राधिका स्वरूप हते. If I become Radharani, अगर मैं राधा रानी का स्वरूप ले लेता हूँ, if I take her position, if I take her role, we change the role play, and I become Radha, then will I be able to taste? He's thinking, हाँ, तब तो हो सकता है. That is why I hanker. धाय means भागता है. धाय, भाग रहा है उसके पीछे. मेरा मन धाय. My mind is running and hankering after getting the swarupa of Radha Rani. Okay. So this is a shloka from Lalit Madhav. We'll try to sing. So this shloka from Lalita Madhav, 146, it tells how Krishna hankers for the position of Radharani. Apparikilita purvakas chamatkarachaari, spurati mama gariyane shamadhurya purah, ayamaham api hanta prekshayam lubda cheta, sarabhasam upabhoktum kamye radhikeva. Last line is very important. Upabhoktum kamye radhikeva. Which means what? This is a proof. This is a proof that Krishna has having one unfulfilled desire. Sarabhasam. Yes, I am impetuously, I want upabhoktum. I want to enjoy Radhika even, like Radharani. That's all. That's what he's saying. Correct? And this is actually when it was spoken, this was a verse which was spoken by Krishna. When he saw his own reflection in Dwarka. So Krishna saw his reflection in Vrindavan. I told you this past time, correct? In the beginning of the class. So similarly, once there was a jeweled pillar in Dwarka. Jeweled pillar. So there Krishna goes, huh? And he is stunned by seeing his beauty. And when he's stunned by seeing his beauty in that particular jeweled, it's actually jeweled fountain. Fountain. It was a fountain, not pillar, fountain. So fountain there, and Krishna goes and sees his own beauty that time. Fountain में होता है ना, पानी भी होते हैं. How many of you seen fountain? In ISKCON Chowpatty temple, there is a fountain also in front of Lord. You've seen? Even in NVCC, there is Kaliya Krishna fountain. There is fountain there. So in fountain of Dwarka, Krishna had gone and he had seen his own beauty. He had seen, and then he says that I want to taste my beauty. He develops a desire to taste like Radhika even. That is most important, like Radharani. Radharani can taste Krishna's full sweetness and much more. And there's a competition which goes on. So, what is the speciality of Krishna's sweetness? You see this. That is spoken in this verse. Krishna madhuryera eka swabhavika bala. Krishna adi nara nari karaye chanchala. So, swabhavika bala. There's a natural strength for Krishna's sweetness. Krishna's sweetness is a very natural strength. Plus point. हम बोलते हैं ना, आपके क्या क्या plus point है? आपके क्या क्या minus point है? So what is the plus point of Krishna's beauty? The plus point of Krishna's beauty or Krishna's sweetness is Krishna Adi Nara Nari Kariye Chanchala. Nara Nari, you man, women, both of them become Chanchal, but even Krishna becomes Chanchal. That means Krishna goes out of control when we see the beauty of Krishna. Correct? Now something can go out of the control. We may also get distracted. Now, suppose we are now in this forum of Bhagavatam class. Bhagavatam class is going on. But something else happens, we may get chanchal. We may get disturbed. A mother may get disturbed when the child is crying for something. The mother gets disturbed. Kya ho gaya bachche? We'll go immediately. That's very natural. Correct? A student may get chanchal to see, "Arey time, bro, time ho gaya, mera college shuru hone wala hai, main ja raha hu." Right? An office goer can get chanchal by saying, "Oh my God, I got a very important call from my boss." Once I was talking to a devotee, and suddenly the devotee cut the call. And then later on sent a message, "Prabhuji, I'm so sorry I had to cut the call because मेरे boss के boss का phone आया." Boss के boss का phone था. I couldn't. That's why I had to cut the phone. Prabhu, sorry, please forgive me. He was telling. I said, no problem. Nice. Boss का phone आ रहा है. And this devotee must be hearing this particular lecture in YouTube also. Yeah. So, this is something that can make us chanchal. But Krishna's beauty is such a thing that it can nari Krishna swayam. Even Krishna becomes chanchal. He becomes distant. Okay. Last, we'll see one last shloka. And then we will conclude for today. श्रवणे दर्शने आकर्षये सर्वमन आपना आस्वादिते कृष्ण करेन यतना. So you see that sarvamana, all minds, shravane darshane akarshaye. Yes. So shravane means here what? Shravane means to hear Krishna's beautiful words and to also hear Krishna's beautiful flute. That is Shravane. By hearing that, they get enchanted. There's enchantment. Darshane, even by seeing Krishna's beauty, there is akarshan. Yes, there is beautiful attraction. So, apana aswadite Krishna karaya yatana. And Krishna also wants to, I also want to taste my flute. And I know, as a guitarist, I used to play certain pieces, Western classical, etc. But I used to like somebody else playing more. I said, somebody you play, I will sit and hear. I used to love, because I used to play, people used to hear. And they said, wow, badhiya bajate. But I said, sometimes I also want to sit and I also want to hear. There is one thing that I want to do is I also want to dance in kirtan. Mujhe dance karne ka chance nahi milta zyada kirtan mein, because I am the one doing the kirtan. Yes, I want to sing behind, lekin wo nahi milta mere ko chance, because I am the one who is doing the kirtan. Right? So I also want to dance. I also want to sing behind in the kirtan. So please, devotees, become kirtaniyas very quickly. So devotees come, "Prabhuji, aapka jaisa nachana chahiye, Prabhuji. Koi nachata nahi hai aapke taraf. Isliye aap hi gaiye." Arey, I also want to dance. So Krishna, some or the other, he is also trying to make efforts somehow or the other to taste his sweetness. This is what is the entire thing going on here. Correct? And especially the one who is not satisfied, jitna kya ho raha hai, is the more. Now, some of you would have done Nirjal Ekadashi. And now Paran time, and especially from yesterday, I have not taken anything, kuch nahi khaya hai. And the more and more time goes by, your thirst will increase, hunger will increase. Arey, kuch to mil jaye. The hunger increases, the thirst increases. The more Krishna is deprived of this sweetness, the more his hunger and thirst is increasing for the sweetness. That's what is happening. That is sloka number 149. So we will start from 150. Congratulations. 150 we have hit. Yes, and next class onwards, we'll go a little faster. आप हमेशा ऐसे ही बताते हैं नहीं नहीं हम पक्का we'll go much faster from the next class onwards and we will pick up a pace. We should at least try to discuss some 40 odd shlokas, 30 to 40 shlokas we should discuss, and main concept I'll explain. Otherwise we'll keep moving ahead. We'll try to do like this. This approach we'll take. Otherwise we'll remain in 4th chapter eternally. ऐसे ही लग रहा है. Right, I want to progress ahead also. That's my plan. So thank you all very, very much. इतने भारी संख्या में, in this so many of you came today for this class. Very, very grateful to all of you. Thank you very much. Any questions? Again, officially we close the class, and anyone having any questions, queries, they can definitely ask. Any 1 or 2 questions, and if they're not, we'll go on.